Hi, I'm Ryan Fisher. I'm a partner here at Lowe Eklund. I get this question all the time. In fact, I got it yesterday from a client who was very irate. She was involved in a car accident. She said, "Why should my health insurance company pay my medical bills? The accident wasn't my fault." And I understand that. I get that question a lot. Who's going to pay my medical bills when I'm in a car accident? And it's a little bit complicated, but almost always your best choice is to have your health insurance company pay your medical bills. And I get it. You may be thinking just what that client thought, why should my health insurance company take care of it? And I'll explain to you why. If you do have health insurance, and by the way, it is the law still in the United States that you have to have health insurance, but I know a lot of folks don't, and I'll talk about that as well. But if you have health insurance, if your medical bills get submitted to your health insurance company, they're going to get paid, period. When I sign up a case, I don't know how long a case is going to take. It may take 6 months, it may take a year and a half, it may take 5 years. Although that's unusual, that does happen. The hospitals and the doctors don't want to wait 6 months or 5 years to get paid for their bills. If that were to happen, you would get turned over to collection, and it wouldn't be a good thing. So I advise my clients to have their medical bills submitted to their health insurance company. The health insurance company will pay them, and usually the health insurance company will then send a letter to the client and to me that says, "Hey, we paid medical bills for your client. If and when you make a recovery from the other driver, you have to reimburse us." And that's fine. If we do have to reimburse them, it's only in the event that there's a recovery made. So if the case goes poorly, or if the jury doesn't return a favorable verdict, and yes, that does happen sometimes, you are under no obligation to repay your health insurance company. We've talked about this before. If you have to pay your health insurance company back at the end of the case, that's called subrogation. Click the link below and you can learn a lot more about that. Now, if you don't have health insurance, and sometimes the doctors put up a little bit of a fight and they say, well, this was a car accident, we want to get paid from the automobile insurance company. And I hear that a lot as well, and that also is not a good option for the client. If the payment comes from your settlement or from the insurance company, that payment is going to be 100%. In other words, if you go to the emergency room and your bill is $1,000 and your auto insurance company pays it, or the other driver's auto insurance company pays it, they're going to pay $1,000. If you submit it to your health insurance company pays something called a UCR charge, usual customary reasonable charge, and that might be $300 or $400. And the rest of it, almost all of it, gets written off. So in a case where the health insurance company has paid the bill and we have to pay the health insurance company at the back end of the case, if they've paid, let's say, $400 on that $1,000 charge, we write a check to the health insurance company for $400. It's always in your best interest to pay your health insurance company $400 rather than pay the hospital or the doctor $1,000. It saves you $600 right there, and that's $600 more in your pocket. So it's almost always a best option to go through your health insurance company. If you don't have health insurance if you don't have health insurance, the next best option then is to go through your own automobile insurance medical payments coverage. I know that's a mouthful, but almost every policy sold in Ohio has something called medical payments coverage, which is kind of like having health insurance under your automobile policy. So if you're insured, let's say with State Farm, we can submit your bills to State Farm. State Farm will pay them, and then if we make a recovery from the other driver, when we make that recovery, we do have to reimburse State Farm most, if not all, of what they paid. Again, you only have to reimburse State Farm, your insurance company, if you make a recovery. But at least your medical bills have been paid, so you don't have to worry about out-of-pocket charges if there's not a successful outcome from the case. So the first choice is health insurance. The second choice is medical payments coverage. If you don't have medical payments coverage, there are other options. There are letters of protection that we can use sometimes that we send to a doctor. Another option would be some sort of cash advance against your settlement. Generally, we try to dissuade you from using those, but those are kind of last resorts that you can use to get your medical bills paid. This is a problem we see in virtually every case, or an issue we see in virtually every case. There's several solutions to it. So if you're involved in an accident, give us a call. We can help you out. We handle the whole case. We don't just handle the case against the wrongdoer. We handle the case against your health insurance company. We make sure your medical bills get paid. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. Thank you.